Hi, everybody. How are you all today? Do you realize that we're already into August? We've only got approximately 120 days left in this year. Boy, what a year it's been. This has been a year of great upheavals, of probably not getting your goals set the way you want them to. If you're like me, nothing has happened the way I have wanted it to happen, and my goals have just been all over the place, screwed up. And you get to the point where you just say, oh, the heck with it. I'm just not going to worry about it. Let's just forget 2020 ever happened and we'll start over again next year. Does that sound familiar? That's to me. I've been there. I've thought those things, but I don't want to let that happen. Not for my business. For my business, I want to let me be able to be the best and do the best for everybody else out there that I can do. Hi, everyone. I am Nancy, and I'm the Chief Flying Pig Wrangler for Business Success Unlimited. What does it mean to be a pig wrangler? Well, if you sit around waiting for pigs to fly, nothing's going to happen. You might chase them around a little bit, running around on the ground, but if you don't put something into effect that you've planned out, nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to move forward. Nothing's going to be done the way you want it to be. And you're just going to take things as they come. I don't want that for me. Is that something you want for yourself? If you would rather know where you're going and where you're headed, give me a heck yes down on the comment section, and we'll send you our freebie on how to make things happen. Let me know and we'll get something to you. But what I want to talk to you about today is setting goals. You saw in the beginning of this video that a goal set well is halfway completed. That's a quote from Zig Ziglar. And yeah, he's an oldie, but he's still a goodie. And a lot of what he's had to say over the years makes a lot of sense, even though the world has changed around us since he was first active and working with businesses. When you create a goal, you have an idea of where you're headed. You kind of know what you want to do and where you're going. When you don't create a goal, it's like, okay, whatever. Now, I have a story to tell you that comes from my life. My ex husband and I had a deal back years ago, and Friday night was date night. A lot of you do that Friday or Saturday night, some night during the week. You have a date night so that just the two of you get out and get to do something together and be with each other. Well, our date night was Friday night, and we always went out to dinner someplace. And in Washington, D.C., there were a lot of some places you could go for dinner. But he did not plan. He did not like to plan ahead for anything. He was just, if it happens, it happens. Me, on the other hand, I have to know what I'm doing, where I'm going, how it's all going to turn out. I need to know months in advance if possible, but I don't want to start out on a willy-nilly journey not knowing what I'm doing. Anyway, we would get dressed up, we would get ready for our date night, we'd get out, we'd get in the car, and we'd sit there. And I'd look at him and I'd say, "It would help if you turn the car on." So he puts the key in the ignition and he turns the car on. And he starts to pull out of the driveway. And I'm going, "Where are we going?" And he goes, "Oh, no." And he said, "Don't you think it would make just a wee bit of sense to have an idea where we're going before we get there? It's just gonna drive until we see something that looks interesting. We could be all the way to Michigan before we find something that looks interesting 3 days down the road." And so he'd go, "Well, you're right." And he'd pull over the car and we would try to figure out where it was we wanted to go for dinner. 9 times out of 10, we'd wind up going home and fixing dinner at home because we could not figure out where we wanted to go for our date night. I don't know about you, but I don't want to run my business that way. I have goals and I want those goals to get accomplished. And you can't do that by just thinking them. Along with Zig Ziglar saying, a well planned goal is halfway done, a goal not planned is simply a dream. And you can have tons of dreams, but if you don't create the structure to figure out how you're going to turn that dream into reality, you're just waiting for those dang pigs to fly. So I'll tell you, one of the things that I think is really important is for you to sit down and figure out what it is you want to accomplish. And it doesn't have to be really long term. We've got September, October, November, and December. We got 4 months left in this year. There's a lot that can be done in that 4 months' time. What would you like to, regardless of how the rest of this year has gone, you can get a lot accomplished in 4 months. What is it that you want to get accomplished? Okay. Sit there quietly for a few minutes and feel into yourself and think about this. Where are you at and where do you want to be? And what realistically is a way for you to get that accomplished? And I would write it down. And I would write it down someplace where you can see it. There is something about your brain's connection to seeing something in writing that makes it real. And I wouldn't do it on a computer. I would literally write it with a pen and paper. That connects those two things together so that your brain says, okay, we are going to be doing this. Then you need to take that goal and you need to say, okay, how am I going to get this accomplished? What is it that I need to do to make this happen? For example, okay, I have a new program that's coming out in September. By the end of the year, by the end of those 4 months, I would like to have 25 people. 20 people. Let's make the math easier. I'd like to have 20 people enrolled in this program. 5, 10, 15, 20. That's 5 people a month that need to get enrolled in that program. Okay. Look at month 1. What is it that I need to do in September to get 5 people enrolled? I need to do Facebook Lives. I need to let people know on LinkedIn. I need to share this information with people that I'm already connected to. I need to find groups where my ideal client hangs out and let these groups know that this program is available. I need to write copy that creates some excitement, that shares information, that gives people a reason for wanting to be a part of my program. So I have to do all of these things. I have to send out these materials. I have to talk about it. I have to schedule and jump on these Facebook Lives and YouTube videos and put it on Pinterest and share it with people. I have to pick up the phone and call people that have been a part of my programs in the past. I have to actually create the program. Those are all things that I need to do, and I don't just need to do them in September. I need to continue to do them September, October, November, and December. I need to continue to do all of those things every month. What else do I need to do? Once I've got those first 5 people in there, I need to work with them. I need to help them find the value in the program that they're taking. I need to get them to become raving fans and to let their colleagues and friends know about the program. I need to share this everywhere, but I need to share it in a way that I'm not being a sleazy salesman. I need to share it in a way that people will hear about it and go, I want to know more. And they're calling me to find out information about it. Those are all things that I need to do for just that one goal. And I'll tell you what, one of the other things that you need to do is to write each one of these things down. Not only do you write down the overall goal, but you write down all the things that you need to do in order to make that goal come true. Okay. Once you've actually accomplished that, all right, I've done 5 Facebook Live videos. You take that written piece of paper from where you've had it, looking at it day in and day out, and move it to another totally separate spot that you call your success corner. I think an excellent place to do that is a wall of your bedroom or even the ceiling. If you can get up to the ceiling in your bedroom, that's a great place to stick all those sticky notes because it's going to be the first thing you see in the morning and the last thing you see at night. And your brain is going to say, this is a success. I did this. I can do more of this. This is great, and I can keep going, and I can do this, and I can make what I'm doing happen. You need to affirm for yourself that you can do these things and that you are doing them in order to make them happen. And I can guarantee you that when you do all of this, you're going to see massive, massive uptick in what you get done, and you're going to accomplish those goals. There's a lot that you can still do in this last 4 months of the year. We've actually got 5 because I'm not counting August. And you need to actually put that in there too, but it may take you a couple of weeks to get all of this together. So I'm only counting the 4 months. Just a little secret. I'm giving you a little bit of a break there, but get out there and get going and do these things and you're going to see success. I can promise you, you're going to see forward momentum and it's going to be good. Now, I want to tell you about something you can see down along the bottom of here. I can't let you go without putting in my little sales pitch, because we started a program yesterday called VI Pigs. VI Pigs is a really exciting way for you to actually accomplish some of your goals and to do some things. With the COVID having taken over back in March, we've all of us been, things have not been the same. They've not been right. We've been alone. We've not been going into the office, or we've not been hanging out with other business colleagues and talking. Everything has just sort of been compartmentalized, and we're having communications like this over, over social media and over Be Live and different things like this. And it's been proven over and over and over again that we as human beings need to have connection. We need to be able to talk to other people. We need to be able to share and be a part of other people's lives. And we've been missing that a lot. So, VI Pigs is a way of getting people back together again, even though we're still apart. And we're doing that in 3 ways. The first way is through doing a really cool thing that most people haven't had before, but I love it. And it gets so much work done and it becomes a part of your goal setting. And that's an accountability hour. Every Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, we jump on Zoom together and we work for an hour. Now it's quiet time. We can ask questions and we can share things, but it's all done through chat. We're not talking. We're not seeing each other. We are working on our own projects and our own tasks that go along with our goals and our behind the scenes back office work that we need to get done, that we may just fiddle faddle around other times and not get accomplished. This is a dedicated hour where we are working on tasks for our business. And they get accomplished miraculously because we know that there are other people there doing the same things that we're doing, and we're all working together. It's amazing how much work gets done when you do that. So every week for an hour, we're doing that. The second thing that we're doing is we are discussing sometimes controversial, always interesting business books. And we're not discussing them and, oh, yeah, I read this and he said this and he said this, and I think this is really good, or I don't think he knows what he's doing. That's not what we're doing. We're reading the books and we're saying, okay, he said to do this. And I think it makes a lot of sense, and I'm going to do it for my business. Let's figure out how to implement what he has said and see if we can't get it to work too. Really gives us some ideas and some structure and a way to think about our businesses that we might not have thought about them before. And the first book we're doing this with is a book by Jeffrey Gitomer, and it's called Get Shit Done. And it's a wonderful, very simply written, big letters, lots of bold, lots of bullet points, not a big thick tome. It's just a really interesting book that has a lot of really good information in it. And we're going to be talking about that and seeing how we can implement some of the things he talks about to help us grow our business. The third piece of that is a live question and answer session where we all ask questions about certain topics. We talk about different things. And again, we're able to use what we've learned to help grow our business. Again, it's a way to complete our goals by having other thoughts, other people, other ways of looking at things put into our business. And if you join this month, it's only $10 a month. You cannot ask for more value for less money. It's a really, really good program, and I guarantee you that it will work for you if you give it a try. So, with that, guys, I have a challenge for you. I challenge you to take the next week. Think about where you want your business to be by the end of the year and create at least 5 goals. One for each month that we've got from now until the end of the year. And start working on figuring out what it is you need to do and implementing the strategies, the processes, the tools that are going to get you to the end of that goal and the end of the year. If you got any questions, guys, send me a message, ask me in direct messaging, and we'll see about talking and figuring things out for you. And until next week, I wish you all a great lot of productivity. You need to get out there and you are going to soar higher. Take care, everybody. Love y'all. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.